Welcome back to the Backdoor Cover Podcast, episode 4. My name is Gabby.
I'm Nikki.
And let's just get right into it. This podcast is about sports and sports betting, learning all the ins and outs of gambling on sports.
Yeah.
From the perspective of two females who are obsessed with sports and sports gambling. Yeah. So we're going to talk about all things NFL, the drama, what happened, who's good, who's bad. We're going to go over Rookie of the Year options, possibly. We're going to go over...
Early for that.
We're going to go over what the in-person sportsbook experience looks like and feels like and how to go in and do that for the first time. And then we're going to talk about what we like to eat and drink at games.
Love that part.
If you're new to sports betting, try something simple like betting on a team to win, which is otherwise known as a moneyline bet.
Yeah. Or you can bet the over-under, which is the total combined score of both teams. You're going to go over that number or below that number.
Okay, let's get right into week 4 of the NFL season. Because it was a wacky one, in my opinion.
I hated this week. We already talked about this.
I did not like the slate
I didn't want to touch any game
at all. Picking the might hit moneyline parlay was overly difficult for us.
We both struggled on our picks. I lost one. You lost
we both,
one.
Yeah. So Nikki picks 2 games every week. I pick 2 games every week, and we build a 4-team parlay of just moneyline bets. So we're just picking 4 teams in the NFL to win their game that week, and we went 2 for 4.
Yeah. We did, if you were watching, if you've been following along, we did hit our week 3 might hit.
Hey, we hit week 3 might hit moneyline parlay. So we are 1-3 of the season.
Yeah. It's honestly
okay.
not bad for,
I'm okay.
2 girls, right?
I'm okay with that. And we hit a parlay. I'm always fine with that. I think some funky things happened, mostly like the Commanders being good at football.
I am really shocked by this. That kid, Jaden Daniels. I'm impressed. I like him a lot. Did you watch the game?
Yeah, of course.
They smashed the Cardinals.
Yeah, I bet the Cardinals. So, of course, they smashed the Cardinals.
Yeah.
I'm what some people would refer to as a mush. I can't believe I'm saying this out loud. A mush is that anything you touch in the sports betting world turns to mush. I've been on a cold streak for about 4 years.
Yeah.
And yet here I am teaching you guys how to bet on sports.
I mean, I feel that's just when you give your picks out, it's like a superstition that it's just bad luck.
For sure.
So that's just you right now.
If I post a bet, it's losing.
Winning. Yeah.
If I've just tonight on it's Monday, so on the Monday night games tonight, I'm gonna take a couple. I don't really post on Monday nights. They'll hit.
Sure they will.
I'll let you guys know if they hit.
If you say so.
Back to Jaden Daniels. Is it too early to talk about?
I think if we're gonna say it, maybe he's giving Rookie of the Year. It's obviously too soon to tell.
It's never too
soon.
But
who else would you put in the running for that spot?
I've talked about this a little bit, but I really like Malik Neighbors on the San Francisco Giants, on the New York Giants.
Yeah.
Like a good neighbor, Malik is there. That's my favorite thing to say.
I don't think we're allowed to run that jingle, but go for it.
We are not sponsored by State Farm.
Yes.
That is a fact. But I mean, he's been impressive through all 4 weeks of the NFL. He did suffer a concussion this week, but I just keep seeing reports that he's in good spirits. So
yeah,
he's
it'll be a fun player prop bet to just decide who's gonna get Rookie of the Year. We should place that just for fun, for a future bet.
Love a future bet.
Yeah.
Bucky Irving's also looking really good, but Jaden Daniels is above and beyond.
I love him, and he's so young, and he's giving fresh energy, life to the game.
He's like 21 years old.
He's super young. He's just a kid. He's that kid.
He's that kid. I've got a couple of fun stats for you that happened. Caleb Williams is the quarterback of the Chicago Bears.
Your favorite team?
My favorite team. I'm sorry for all the hate against the Chicago Bears. Yes, they won against the Rams. Shocking this week, but I don't hate the Bears.
Did you take the Rams? I don't remember.
I did, and that loss.
Yeah, no matter what it is, if they're playing the Bears, she's going against them.
I'm back on. I'm going to double down next week. If the Bears won this week, I'm doubling down on their loss next week.
Who do they play next week?
If you just keep doubling your bet week after week, you're bound to make money, right?
Let me see who they play. I'm just curious.
So my fun stat though for you is Caleb Williams is the first quarterback drafted at the number 1 spot to have his first 2 wins at home result in victories ever.
Oh, really?
Yes. Which is Caleb Williams is making history because I'm not totally sold on him yet. Granted, he doesn't have a ton to work with, but
Mhm.
it's impressive stat.
So you have Caleb, Malik, Neighbors.
Oh, for Rookie of the Year?
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels, Malik Neighbors, Bucky Irving, Caleb Williams.
Okay. I
I'm
like
not
that.
I'm not counting Caleb. I just wanted to give you a fun
A
stat.
fun fact.
Yeah, I wanted to
Okay.
give you a fun fact.
Thank you
I have
for that.
another fun fact. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I don't have red flags. I have fun facts. Okay, so we've talked about the Panthers being bad and possibly
Yes.
historically bad.
Yes, but let's talk about
Well, they're 1-3, but guess who else is 1-3?
Eagles.
The LA Rams.
Really?
Yes.
They honestly don't look as good as I expected them to look.
Didn't you have
But
somebody
also,
tell you that
too,
they looked like a Super Bowl
Someone
contender?
told me, I swear that someone told me that they were going to see the Rams in the Super Bowl. And I didn't think that was going to happen. But after watching these games, I'm thinking it's definitely not happening. But also, too, Puka Nacua is out.
Yeah, that's
so
fair.
keep that in
I mean,
mind.
they
So
are-
is Cooper Cup.
Yeah, they're very injured.
Yeah. So,
But regardless, the Panthers and the Rams are 1-3.
yeah.
Shocking.
But it's early. I mean,
Very. I mean, this is another little stat line that I like. The Niners, the Eagles, the Ravens, and the Saints are all 2-2. Those four kind of shock me of being 2-2. You think their record would be a little bit better. Again, we're only 4 weeks through the NFL season. However, I'm excited to see how the next couple weeks shake out because I really think it's gonna be in an important couple 3 weeks for them.
for sure. That's
See, are the Eagles gonna pull out of this kind of slump that they found themselves in this week against the Bucks?
Of course they will. You know I'm biased to that team.
And why are you biased again?
You know why. I don't have to tell you why.
I'm confused.
They just have a really good looking team that, you know.
And the only team
Yeah.
who hasn't won a game,
The
Jags.
Jags.
the Jags have not won a football game. I think a lot of it's blamed on their quarterback, and that's fine, on Trevor Lawrence, but
Sunshine.
on Sunshine. But he's really not getting protected by his offense. So giant defensive players are running up on him often and quickly. So it kind
Yeah.
of makes it hard to make a play. And even when he's not getting absolutely destroyed in the pocket, he has one of the worst pass completion percentages in the league. So even when you do have a little bit of time and you can make a play, he's just not.
Yeah.
And side note, a pocket is when a quarterback takes those couple steps backwards at the beginning of a play to throw the ball, and his offensive line kind of creates a barrier so people can't tackle him and sack him. That area that he's in is called the pocket. That's it.
That's it.
Just a little clarification.
Terminology, football, sports.
That's it for us. Anything else to add to week 4? Any big bets you had?
I wouldn't say big bets. So I think
Ravens?
I told you. Oh yes, I did bet on the Ravens, which everyone advised not to. Did you support that decision?
I did.
Did you?
I did.
I
It was in the hit
remember.
moneyline parlay, and I liked
No,
it.
I think at first you were like,
I wavered at first, and then thinking about it, it's like, okay, you're right. The Bills are very good, but the Ravens were not performing at the Baltimore Ravens level for the first 3 weeks of the
Yeah.
NFL season. And so something was bound to happen there. They were at home,
they were at home. I
and
don't
it was
know.
explosive.
These games they were weird this week. So I think when we were picking, we were just going off gut feelings. We're like, what's your gut telling you to do?
It's so bad.
It is bad, but I mean,
But you bet on the Ravens.
I did bet on the Ravens.
Yeah, and that was a huge win. Derrick Henry, that first play of the game, ran an 87-yard.
touchdown.
Yeah, which was the longest. This kind of shocked me too, which was the longest run touchdown in the Ravens' history,
Oh,
which is kind of crazy.
I didn't know that.
Another wild thing is that Derrick Henry is a grown ass giant man,
Yeah,
and
scares
he's younger
me.
than us.
Let's not talk. I didn't want you to bring that up because I was thinking, why would she age us
I
on the
just I look
podcast?
at Derrick Henry and I'm like, oh, you're a man, like you're a
Let's
grown man.
be-
And then I looked it up and I was like, oh my, 94
Well, what's crazy is I think that majority of
The
the
league.
NFL, the league is younger than us.
For sure.
I didn't want to say that. I don't know if you should play this because I don't want people to know how old I am.
Okay, he's younger than me.
Yeah.
And the thing that even scares me even more is when I'm watching these college games and this kid is 10 years younger than me and I'm pissed off because a child won't run the ball down the field fast enough for my liking.
Yeah. Uh, it's crazy how young these guys are.
No, I'm in a bad mood this afternoon because these children weren't scoring enough points in a made-up game.
Yeah, Gabby is not a fan of these grown ass kids.
These grown-ass kids. Anything else before? We're good.
I think that's good. I think I wanted to touch base on OBJ, but I still don't know what's happening with him.
Okay, so OBJ has this mystery off-season injury surgery
Surgery.
situation.
I
If
don't know what
anybody
it
knows
is.
what that was, because I cannot find it.
Yeah.
If you know what it is, just come forward.
Thank you.
That was our update. I guess the best case is that he can play week
Week
5.
5. Yeah.
And then definitely week 7.
We'll see though.
And then I did
TBD.
look up the Tyreek Hill from the Dolphins drama
Mhm.
when he got arrested week 1. I know we're really behind on this, but I didn't know what happened.
I
And he
mean-
got pulled over for speeding and reckless driving. And then in a few minutes, he was face down in handcuffs on the ground, but still played in the game. So they're doing an investigation on what actually happened. He said he was respectful and kind and all the things.
Okay.
So nothing,
Old
he
news.
didn't do anything crazy, but
Yeah.
yeah, old news. To say this too about Nikki, I know very well, is she loves a first half bet where before the game starts, you literally just bet on the first half so you know if you won or lost at halftime.
Yeah.
She's a big first half better.
Huge.
Not second half ever, nor full game.
Never second half.
Not a big full game girl.
Sometimes for if I'm doing a parlay, you know, but I love a first half. Even first quarter is fun. You know?
Yeah.
Just knock it out of the way. Did I win or did I lose? Tell me now.
Yeah, so you can bet just the first half. You can bet just the first quarter, money line, spread, or the over under.
Yeah.
I do like an NFL first quarter over because it's usually 7. It's a touchdown. So if both teams score a touchdown or one team scores a touchdown, the other scores a field goal, you win. It's a blast.
Yep, that's why I do it. I'm playing to win. Easy money.
So let's get into what this episode is all about, and that is the in-person sportsbook experience. So you can bet online on an app, or you can go to the actual sportsbook like you used to have to put your bet in. And we want to talk about that because it can be kind of an overwhelming experience and a little bit intimidating. So, and Nikki used to go a ton when she lived in Vegas. So I let you take this away because I don't go very often anymore.
Okay. So you basically, if you've never been to a sports book, you walk in, there's TVs, there's games going on. They'll have the spread of every sport that you can bet on this huge like LED screen. And then I typically go to the side. On the side, there's little counters with betting sheets.
Mhm.
So I'll grab a betting sheet. I'll go over all the picks and then choose what I like and head over to the counter.
Yeah, so the betting sheet is like these longer than usual pieces of white paper that they print that morning, that the book prints that morning for all the games and all the bets on it. So you'll have a college football one, an NFL, and Major League Baseball, hockey, whatever. So whatever sport you intend on placing a bet on that day, you grab that sheet and like Nikki said, like sit down, grab a cocktail, grab a water, whatever, have a hot
Because
dog.
you want to go, the whole point of doing that is because you want to go to the counter and know what you're doing. Because if you go to the counter, there's probably people waiting to place a bet. And the timing, just really quickly, the timing of when you place the bet is important. So we'll get into that later.
Yeah, totally.
But you go to the counter and you want to let them know this is how much I'm placing and the bet that I'm placing.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to hold up the line.
Really important.
Yeah.
You don't be like that guy. It's like, I don't know, what is this? And there's like 30 people waiting behind you.
Right.
And I've been that guy before and I'm like, start sweating and panic. I'm like, oh God. So just grab your sheet or if you like to look at the Matrix board, it's very overwhelming to me. And even still, I'm like, no,
yeah.
thank you.
And it's super easy because on this sheet, it'll have, what is it? A game number?
Yes. So each bet that you can place is defined, it's matched to a game number. So if you want to bet the Giants +3, you're going to find that on the betting sheet and it's attached to a game or a serial number. Let's say it's 142. So once you've decided this is the bet I want, I always like take a pen or pencil and literally circle it so I don't forget or freeze up. You go to the ticket window or the counter where the live people are, the cashiers, and you say, I want to take bet
142
for $50.
Yeah.
And so this gives the cashier a very clear idea of what you want. They type in 142. They're not typing in Giants +3 spread or whatever. They have a little window that they type in 142. It pops up. They put your dollar amount in and they print your ticket and you're off to the races. They're there to help you for the most part
Yeah.
and answer any questions you have or kind of guide you through the process. Maybe not when it's like slam packed Sunday morning, but they're there to help you. So if you are not getting it or you're confused, definitely go ask them. But the easiest thing is just to have it circled and then you can even show them, hey, this is what I want to take for this much money. Pretty.
Yeah. And then just they'll give you a ticket, review the ticket, make sure that what they put matches what you chose, and then lock that baby up. Don't lose it.
Yeah. So some sports books will have a game number or serial number that's attached to the team. So it'll be, Saints +7 is that specific bet. Some will just have a line that says, the Saints Eagles game, and then you need to pick if it's money line, spread, or the over under.
Yeah.
So then you would say, I want to put $50 on game 142 or Saints +7 and just say it out loud, but you need to have that game number still. Nikki made a very good point. Do not lose your ticket.
Yeah. Tell them why.
I lost my
Tell
ticket.
them what happened. But
This last Super
course.
Bowl, in February, the game's at 2:00 on the West Coast, and we're drinking, we're having a good time, and I stayed at the casino until 2:30 in the morning after the game, and I won my bets. I won like 3 out of my 4 bets, and I lost my tickets. So if you lose your tickets, you're out of luck.
Well, that's not always necessarily true, because if you have a player's card,
Yeah.
there's ways to go around it. But I mean, if you're betting, a shit ton of money, they might not honor it.
Yeah.
But
And we'll get there too, but just
Okay.
don't lose your ticket. It makes
Yeah.
life a lot harder. Yes, there's cameras and they kind of track everything and you might be able to nail it down, but I didn't.
I don't even think you tried. I don't think you care to put that much energy towards to getting your money. But she lost her ticket and
yes,
she won. So she lost money. And we like, what do we like, Abby? We like free money.
we like free
And
money.
you lost free money.
We like free money. Another item to touch on, and in my much younger years, I did this because I was immature.
Keep aging us. Go ahead.
In my much more immature years, a team was losing heavy early on, and I threw my ticket away like a brat.
Oh,
And
not
then they
only
came
threw
back
it
and
away,
won.
She ripped it up and threw it away.
I was frustrated, and they won. So just keep your ticket. Don't lose your ticket.
Yeah.
The way you cash it out or actually get your money back, and again, they're going to pay you in cash. You go back to the sports book, back up to the window, and just hand them your ticket. Done deal, and they'll pay you cash. Another great thing to touch on, it's cash only. There's no credit card transactions.
Yeah, which is probably for the best.
There's nothing funky like that going on. You bring cash with you to the window, and then get a player's card. So
Why do we?
I
Why would you
suggest
get a player's
some
card?
people don't want to be tracked on everything they do, especially gaming. Some people are very private, but I'm not that way. So I like a player's card because if you're gonna be gambling money, win or lose, you're gonna get some rewards out of that. May it be comped dinners or hotel rooms, or it's just
It's
free
just like a
drinks.
loyalty card. You
It's
have
a loyalty card.
like a Chipotle loyalty card.
Yeah.
You go in every time you buy a bowl, they'll give you points, and then
You can get stuff, and sometimes you can, and it totally depends what book you use or
Yeah.
what brand at whatever casino. But why not get a player's card and get rewards if you can?
yeah.
I love a player's
I
card.
have a bunch. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
and
I
and
get
they're
one
gonna try
every
and give you
time.
one even if you don't want it.
one, they'll give you
They're
one.
gonna try and give you one because they like to track your play.
Yeah.
But Nikki brought this up too. If you lose your ticket and you do have a player's card, they can go right into your account, check your ID, and see that it was okay. This was this person who made this bet. We can probably pay it out.
Yeah. So should have done that, Gabs.
I should have done that for sure. Another note here is don't use your phone at the counter either. It's frowned upon. I don't know if it's illegal.
Every time I've been to the counter and I've been on my phone because I'm on my phone a lot, I've gotten yelled at, kind of not yelled at, but they're like put like no phones. But Gabby said that may not be the case anymore. They're probably more lenient these days. But just for a safe measure, I just say just don't be on it because it's kind of rude too, just to be on your phone.
Yeah. I mean, just a general rule of thumb in the casino, you can't really be at your phone at a blackjack or craps table either.
Yeah.
So
No phone.
cash only, no phone.
Yeah.
Easy money.
I love that.
Done
It's like
deal.
dinner at my place. Cash. Bring some cash.
Take some cash.
No phone.
I think that really covers the basics of being in a sports book. So each sports book is going to look a little bit different too, right?
So different.
Some might have couches and tables and chairs and VIP areas and luxury TV areas
Yeah.
and all this kind of stuff. Bars, restaurants, and individual seats where they have these. These crack me up. They look like you're about to take a test, and there's like these big blinders so people
cubbies.
can't see
Yeah.
into your cubby. But people will camp out there all day.
Yeah.
Guys, specifically if they're betting on random horse races, they'll
It's-
camp out at the book all day.
Yeah. It's like your little own workspace, to strategize for all your bets that you'll be placing.
Yeah, so you can you're placing bets. You can camp out all day and watch your game there too. Totally fine, and a lot of people do that.
I don't personally, but it is convenient if you're betting. Like, yeah, just stay there. And
Watch the game.
I've lost first half, which never really happens. But if I lose first half, I'll go bet. Second half, try to win some money back.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah, but you can hang out and don't be afraid to ask for drink tickets from from the cashier either. A lot of books, most books are going to give you.
They'll give you a ticket for sure.
They'll give you a free drink ticket.
I usually give mine away, but
Don't be afraid to ask.
free drinks.
Anything else on the sports book front? It can be intimidating. Just don't let it intimidate you. Walk in there and own it. And especially as a female, I get like you can walk in and you get catcalled or whatever, you get funny looks and
Yeah, it's actually I like going to and listening to, like, I'm a little nosy and I listen to what everyone else is betting. Do you do that sometimes and how much they're betting? I do, just because I'm there and I'm just listening.
Yeah.
And they're very interesting bets sometimes. I'm like, who would bet that? $10,000 on that?
Yeah.
But
The
it's fun.
money people gamble is all relative to what's comfortable for you.
yeah,
Or you might be betting $10 or you might be betting 10,000.
10,000, 20,000, whatever you got.
Like he's got a big bankroll
no,
over
not
there.
me. This is what I've heard. So I'm not there yet, but one day, hopefully.
Anything else in person?
In person, I don't think so. Football season on a Sunday, maybe that's crazy busy, so maybe just don't go right before the game starts.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, if you go on the West Coast, the games start at 10, and if you go at 9:45 thinking you're gonna sneak a bet in, it ain't happening.
just really quickly, why that's important is because a lot of games start at 10.
Yeah.
So if you get there and you put in a bet 10:01,
They won't take
They
it.
won't take it. You have
Yeah.
to bet right before the game starts.
You have to bet before the whistle or the kickoff or whatever, unless you're doing like a second half specific bet, right? Like
Mhm.
I think it'll be over 21 points with both teams combined score just in the second half. There are bets like that, and then you can bet at any time leading up to the kickoff of the second half, though, same thing.
Right.
But there's no grace period. If it's 10 and 30 seconds, they do not care. It's closed.
So
And some books will close it dependent on the book or the game or playoffs or whatever. Like they might close it a few minutes before too.
yeah. So just point is get there before the game starts, just so you have enough time
Plenty of time
to place your bet.
on a Sunday. If you go on like a Friday before a Sunday game, you're probably fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've been waiting in line before and didn't get my bets in, and
it's happened to me a couple of times. But
that's
usually
okay.
Sundays they're fast. Usually.
pump people in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is all talking on Vegas sports books though. Like I
That's
know
true. I
there's-
never. Yeah.
there are books like I don't know, in Virginia, you can go place a bet in a sports book, but they've been open for 18 months and it's just not quite the same
Yeah.
yet.
I haven't really. Yeah. I didn't think about that.
There's sports books in many different states now and casinos, and they're pretty small, but they're usually like a whatever brand bar and restaurant and sports book, and they've kind of made it a new different experience. It's not really like a Vegas sports book.
Yeah. Vegas, we're just a different breed here. I think.
My favorite sports book.
Are we gonna? I was gonna
Ever?
ask you, but I was like, I don't know if we should.
Yeah, that's
Which one?
fine. My favorite sports book that I've physically been to is the Durango Casino in Las Vegas.
That
It's not
one's
on the
fun.
strip, but to me, it's very like swanky, cool, old style vibes. It's attached to a bar and restaurant right above it, so you can sit in that bar and restaurant and watch the games. You can go sit in the lounge, like comfy chairs. There's an actual sportsbook bar, and then it's attached to this larger indoor outdoor bar.
Yeah, it's fun. It's
That's a
actually
blast.
that is one sports book I would stay and watch the games at
You can go right next door and
and have dinner.
a normal like bar that you go watch a game
Yeah,
in.
it's really fun.
And then if you want to run back inside and make a bet and come back, you're fine.
yeah,
It's
I like.
it's a good
It's a
setup.
good local spot to place a bet for sure. I like it.
Yeah. What's your
It's new.
favorite?
Well, that's a good one, but if I'm here, I'm local, so I just go to whatever's closer.
Yeah.
So I'll go to Red Rock, which is right by the house, or
Same brand of
if
casino.
it
Good
is the
job,
same brand.
stations.
Station casinos. But I like to Circa Sportsbook.
It's like the mega sports book.
It's really cool because well, I guess the hotel in general is 21 and over, so there's no kids.
Yeah.
So that's just nice
love
to
it?
not maneuver like.
Circa is
They're
like you
kids.
walk in and you're like, holy
It's a
fucking
real.
shit.
I
It's
just
huge.
yeah, it's really huge. I like it, and then also too, you can go outside to stadium swim, and you can watch the games out there too, which
Very,
is
very fun way to watch
which
the
is
game.
fun.
Everyone kind of there's individual pools out there that you can kind of, so you're not in like one giant pool, but you have your own little pool, whatever food and drinks. And then they have massive screens against the building
Yeah, it's a
that
mission.
you can sit in the pool and watch.
Yeah, I mean, don't sit in the pool and watch, but Vegas pools are disgusting.
That's why I really touched on your individual pool. And you don't have to be in the big giant one with floating extensions and
Yeah,
whatever Vegas pools are. Stadium Swim does a really good job
yeah.
of the sports viewing experience.
And it's downtown, so again, it's off the strip. I mean, it's still a busy area, but it's off the strip. I don't go there normally, but if I wanted to watch, I don't know, like a big playoff game or something, I would consider going there for sure.
That's right. Okay, let's do
Foods?
yeah, I want to talk about a little food action at games.
So Gabby just went to the Raider game, which the Allegiant Stadium has some great food options.
Yeah, I went to the Raiders Browns game and watched sucky team versus the sucky team and a
Mhm.
quarterback Deshaun Watson who looked dead.
I told her not to go, but she didn't listen.
So to entertain myself, I ate and drank.
Yeah, what did you have?
I love a hot dog. I love a hot dog, a glizzy, and I got it with like
Don't call
corned
it that.
beef and sauerkraut and mustard and pickles and peppers.
So
Give it to me.
Gabby has dietary restrictions. So I love you, but I don't love eating with you all the time because you
That's fair, dude.
just
That's fair.
you can't have anything.
That's fair.
So she had of all things, she could have hot dogs, which I think are disgusting,
It's the biggest unpopular opinion.
and that's fine. I don't really care, but I think they're gross. Gabby can take them down like Tic Tacs.
I can take down hot dogs like Tic Tacs. Is the sentence that Nikki just said out loud.
Anyways,
She ain't wrong.
Point is, she likes hot dogs.
You know what? And yeah, I do. I'm gluten dairy free, so I don't even eat the bun.
Do you even know what is in what a hot dog is made out
No,
of?
but I like when, even if it's a lie, I like when it says all beef hot dogs. To me, then I'm like, oh, it's just all beef. Like there's not even any of that gross stuff that people talk about. But I just eat the hot dog like like I stab it with a fork and then I just eat it
Yeah,
like
'cause she
out of the
doesn't-
bun.
Right. It's
Serial killer. Never let him know your next move.
It's gross. But
Never
anyways,
let him know.
so what else did you have? You had a glizzy.
And it was like a foot and a half.
And what did you just have it raw? Just anything on it? Any toppings?
Well, I lamed them all. I
Oh,
had
sorry, I wasn't
everything.
listening. Because I'm just distracted by the fact that you actually ate a freaking hot dog.
Yeah, and then you just eat cocktails while you're there.
Yeah.
She can take down hot dogs like Tic Tacs and eats cocktails. Okay, let's play a game. I'm gonna hit you with it. Since I can't eat anything normal at a game, are you ready? Fire round.
Okay, just
I'm gonna ask you either ors.
okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, hot dog or cheeseburger?
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger.
Easy. You will never, unless that is the last thing on earth to eat. I'm not eating a hot dog.
Okay, cheeseburger, chicken sandwich,
Cheeseburger.
chicken tenders, or like poke bowls and all that stuff you see
I love a poke bowl.
at a game.
Yeah.
Allegiant's crazy for that they have like they've got like some wild.
You say at a game, like what is that supposed to change what I like to eat?
Yes, nachos or popcorn.
That's a toughie. I don't like
Nachos or popcorn.
popcorn. I don't like the chips at the arenas, at the stadiums. Not good.
Liquors or candy.
Candy.
Beer or cocktail.
Beer. No, I lied. Cocktail.
What was I just looked at you like I've never one
Well,
time seen you drink a beer.
I said beer because that's just, I will chug a beer one at a game
Because you're at a game.
because I'm at a game.
See, this is like it's not like I'm at home cooking hot dogs, but when you're at a game,
At a
you
game,
get a hot
it's
dog.
it's a
Oh, it
different
makes me
vibe.
want a hot dog real bad.
What's her name? Who does that?
From Legally Blonde.
Yeah.
I'm taking the dog,
you
dumbass.
look like the 4th of July.
Oh, you look like the 4th of July. Makes me want a hot dog real bad.
That was a terrible impersonation. That was
This
so
is not
bad.
going as planned.
Anyways, keep going. Popcorn.
I mean, what else do you eat at a game? I do love the guy though that comes down with like arms full, with everything you could possibly grab at the
Yes.
Shack, and
I mean-
probably spent $400.
We've been to, what other stadiums have you been to?
I've been to a lot. I think maybe the bougiest, and I think I talked about this already, was the Garden in New York.
That's basketball game.
Yeah.
I mean, a little different.
Oh.
But anyways, I've been to Allegiant, SoFi, Oco, the one that the Giants.
Nothing
play in.
sticks out NFL wise. Nothing sticks out as like anything crazy except for Allegiant is wild. Like you order now in your seat. You can order in your seat. You scan a little thing, a QR code, and then they just they deliver it to you.
Yeah.
In the middle of the game.
Yeah.
Box situation's always good. I once, and don't ask me how, I don't know how I ended up here, and it's not anything weird, but just friends of friends through the game of golf. But we were in the box with Mark Davis, the owner of the Las Vegas Raiders. And there was a sushi chef in there with like bluefin tuna and all this gorgeous fish. And then like Wagyu beef that they're searing right in front of you. Amazing cocktails, champagne. We're doing it all. And I just watched Mark Davis get up by himself and go to the corner and just grab 3 ballpark Franks, slimy like out of the water, and put him on his own little George Foreman in the corner, grill him in bun, no condiments, back to his seat.
That's absolutely disgusting.
It was-
I could have.
I mean, I guess if your family's owned this team for so long, you've been to a million games, you've eaten and drinking everything, and you're just a simple man that loves a glizzy or 3.
Yeah, I would say a glizzy. I keep calling it that. It is so football. Glizzies and beer.
Yeah.
It's football. It's sports. I get it.
It's baseball, it's golf.
I get it, but I just don't think. I'm on a health kick right now. It's not healthy.
Oh my God.
Don't roll your eyes. Don't act like you don't eat super healthy.
I do. I'm gonna eat a hot dog.
Yeah.
And the crazier, I think, on a bougie, just insane levels, there's this thing at Allegiant Stadium in one of the end zones called the Wynn Club, Wynn, like the casino hotel in Vegas. And it's literally like a nightclub in the back. And then up against the field, there's these booths, like tables that you would have in a nightclub. And you can order like a tomahawk in a sushi boat
Yeah.
and a bottle of 1942 and Cristal or whatever champagne, and it's insanity. And you're doing all of this while being in the end zone watching an NFL game, like
Yeah.
right in front of you.
It's pretty cool.
I
would
mean,
say,
it's 40,000 quick,
I
quick
would
40,000
say-
on the afternoon,
yeah,
but you can fit like 10 people in there. It's
one of the best.
I couldn't believe my eyes.
It's one of the best, coolest NFL experiences I've had because I feel that I don't see that at any other
No,
any
no.
other place. Like it's
No. I
not
mean, it is.
comparable.
we're
It's
in
Vegas.
Vegas. Like
It's
everything is
it's
Vegas vibe.
expected, yeah.
Everything
But
is
it's
Vegas
really
vibe.
cool. I love it. I love going there.
I've done it a few times just with different groups of like casino people, and it's insane. It's a blast.
Yeah.
Obviously, how are you not gonna have fun there? But can you imagine if that was at like a Green Bay Packer game
No.
in the
Where did
snow
Oh, I want to
outside?
say I want to say I saw something at the Cardinal Stadium that they just launched. I don't remember the name of it.
Well, Arizona's a little bougie too.
Yeah. So it's funny because I'm thinking, are they trying to copy Vegas? Maybe, probably, yes.
Money's money.
But it's not Vegas.
What is it? Like a
I
party?
have to. It seems it's the same vibe. So it's like a party club scene.
I mean,
They
aren't
sent
the
it to
Arizona
someone.
Diamondbacks, the baseball team, the one they have a pool in the outfield that you can literally like be
I
in the
think
pool
they
and watch the
do.
baseball
I
game?
think
Yeah.
they do.
Yeah, so that doesn't totally shock me. Yeah,
I
like
think it
literally
is.
you're like 2 rows up. I mean, they're scoring a touchdown in your face, and I'm in my
I
second
almost
half of the
caught-
tomahawk.
Yeah, like I went to the Pro Bowl. Was it maybe fudge? Was it 2 years ago?
Yeah.
I almost caught a ball in there,
I mean, you're close.
but I wasn't because my dumbass was like, "Let me record this," and then
For
whoop,
40,000, you can almost catch a
right
football
behind me.
at the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
It's insane, but it's such a fun experience, and why not? Like at the Las Vegas Golden Knights, our NHL team here in Vegas, it's a raging party, and they
Yeah.
do legitimately have a nightclub, like a Hyde Club upstairs.
Yeah.
That you don't even buy a seat; you just buy entry into the Hyde Club, and you're 4 levels up. But you're watching the game, you can see the game and
you're
partying up there.
with your own little table. You got a little
You don't-
cocktail server.
Yeah, there's
They
no
have
like
food.
stadium seating. You have a table
Yeah.
and a cocktail server and
Yeah.
food. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But again, it's Vegas vibe. Like
Vegas,
that's
baby.
not normal, and I really want to go experience some different NFL
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
Like I've done like Kansas City is a blast, just different type of people.
You went to Philly too, didn't you?
I did. I went to a Eagles game by myself. I was on a work trip and I was there on a Thursday for Thursday Night Football and just went by myself and had so much fun. They're rowdy.
No, for sure.
And I kind of look like every Italian Philadelphia girl.
Yeah.
So they just assumed I was an Eagles fan and I made friends. And for that night, the biggest.
Before Vegas
Rowdy.
Raiders were here, they were in Oakland, obviously, and I went to Oco. Kind of ghetto, but really fun. 'Cause-
Coliseum?
Yeah.
A blast.
So
it like
fun.
actually smells like it literally smells bad in there or used to. I remember that distinctly when I walked in. I was like, what the how
What
long have you
the-
guys all been here? 3 days?
Yeah.
But it was crazy. Like the vibe is just so different. It was
the
all the
energy is
crazies.
Crazy.
The black hole was a different deal back then.
It was so fun. Do we even have a black hole now?
I'm sure that there's a
think
group of
there
fans
is.
that bought tickets together from Oakland, but nothing that I recognized being in the stadium.
Yeah.
And I did see a bunch of guys dressed up in like the big skulls and the scary masks. Like Raider fans are different. And that's why it's crazy. They came to Vegas. The vibes are
Yeah,
completely.
it was like a huge ordeal. Like, what is this gonna be like? Vegas is crazy. Raider fans are crazy.
Yeah, there was like a skull Elvis at the game yesterday.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The Allegiant Stadium is really nice. I do have to give it to them.
It's
I did a
beautiful.
tour.
It's
I think it
beautiful.
was during COVID. I did the tour.
Yeah.
And it is just very super detailed, very beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful stadium.
Again, like I want to go to Green Bay, and be with the people when it's snowing
Mhm.
and freezing cold and like
I
January.
would like to go to the
December, I mean.
Falcons game in Atlanta.
Be fun. I want to go to Foxborough once, the New England Patriots. Again, like some of
yes.
these crazier, like die-hard fan bases.
Yeah.
I want to be a part of because the Raiders were a die-hard fan base when they were in Oakland, and not to say they aren't now, but the vibe is just totally different. Like I said, it's not psychopath. I want to be with
I
Philadelphia
think they
Eagles
too-
psychopaths.
Like when I went to Oco, they had a massive tailgate party
Yes.
before the game.
Yes.
Vegas, they barely
You-
started.
Well, you can't
tailgating.
really. Like there's
Yeah,
like
it's
not.
not really super.
There's no tailgate area.
No, I think there is now though. I think I saw an email go
Mm.
out. There's maybe
Not
a
the same.
designated. It's not the same.
Yeah, not even close.
Yeah. Tailgating's so fun.
I want to feel like I'm almost in danger when I'm at some of these football games where I'm like, you guys are insane. There's a lot of drinking going on. You're so passionate about your team. I want to feel like I'm almost like,
So if you see Gabby at a game, Get in her face. Make sure she feels scared.
I want to go to a Buffalo Bills game and jump off somebody's camper trailer and break the table. That's what I want to do.
Okay. Well, let's go do it.
It's a tradition. You
take
can't be
you.
an official Bills fan until you do that. And maybe just like a little Miami game to be in Miami.
Oh
I'm so interested in what like a Bucks, Jags, or Dolphins vibe would be. I came over to do the podcast and I said, "What if could we get to Miami before this game tonight? Because we should go right now."
I was down, and then she backed out.
So long story short, we are determined to go to every NFL stadium and get some experiences. How cool would that be?
That'd be cool.
I know there's people that do that with MLB. Like they'll take a whole summer,
I've seen that too.
drive the country and
Which
go
is
to every
cool.
stadium. Yeah, amazing.
So I think we're gonna go to a Rams game maybe in the next couple weeks.
Totally.
And then I'm down for wherever you want to go.
Let's do it.
You let me know.
Let's do
If
it.
you want to see Jalen Hurts, I guess I'll go with you.
If you want to see Jalen Hurts,
If you want to go see the Eagles, I guess I'll go.
you're going to hold a sign.
No.
J Bay,
No, I don't
Honey.
have signs.
do you know that's how I actually started dating my college boyfriend? He played basketball at the school I went to, and I thought he was cute, so I wrote on a sign, number 12, like, will you go on a date with me? Or I maybe even said, like, will you marry me or something ridiculous
Are you serious?
in the student section, like, for 2 seconds.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he just saw your sign and said, like, what's
I
up,
think
boo?"
somebody, like, connected us. Yeah, and then we dated for 2 years, and clearly now we're not.
You are hilarious. I mean, what do we say? You miss all the shots you don't take.
I have one thing I want to note that's outside of football or even sports betting. For those who don't follow the MLB closely at all or even pay attention, the White Sox set a new record for the most losses in regular season ever. The White Sox are, by data, the worst baseball team to ever exist.
Why would you have to tell people that?
Because you need to know that. That's so bad.
I don't like the negative.
Oh
of
my God,
that.
it's a fact.
It's a negative though.
That is a fact. And I saw a video of a game. I think it was on like a Wednesday, but there was legitimately like 900 people there in a stadium of thousands and thousands.
Okay, well, let's just talk about the fact that we have our first 50-50 player of the MLB.
Okay. I'll be the dark cloud. She can be the sunshine.
No, you go.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, that was
No, I think you should do it because you gave the negative, so I need you to
Shohei.
counter that off
Shohei. I can't
with
say
a
the name.
positive.
What, Shohei? Am I saying that right?
Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani. I think I almost mess that
That's
up every
good.
single time. Also drama around sports betting.
Oh, because his little manager dude.
His manager was betting hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I mean, honestly, I would have done the same.
But yeah, our first ever 50-50 player.
Which is so cool. And
He's
he's
an amazing.
Asian. Shout out my Asian brother. Don't
Listen.
laugh at me, Gabby.
I'm not. I love this. Shout out my Asian brother.
We have to go.
Okay, wait.
No,
All right.
I'm really proud because there's not a lot of Asian athletes. So I think it's super cool.
That's fact. That's fact. 100%.
So-
And that concludes our episode 4 of the Backdoor Cover podcast with Gabby and Nikki. We went over the NFL Week 4 games. We went over what it's like to actually go into a sports book and bet.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked some food and drinks at the games.
Yeah. So we'll see you guys for episode 5.
That's it for us.
Happy betting.
Happy betting.